All right. Hey, everybody. How are you today? Let's get right to it. Welcome to the channel, Fast Entrepreneur. My name is Justin, and today we're going to talk about 3 letters. NFT. It's dynamite. NFT. They're out of sight. Or something like that. Yeah, whatever. Here we go. Anyways. They really are out of sight. So what are NFTs? What's all the craze? I'm going to take the next few minutes here to just kind of tell you how I see it and what I see going on, and you take it from there. So, where do we start? Well, NFTs, let's get it right out of the way. They stand for Non-Fungible Tokens. That's right, fungible. What's fungible? So, the long and short of it is that... take like a Bitcoin, right? If I have a Bitcoin and you have a Bitcoin, then, you could give me mine, I could give you yours. We could kind of trade, we could swap, but we still have the same thing at the end of the day. It's still the same Bitcoin. But an NFT is different. An NFT, if I have one and you have another, they're actually different things. So we can't just trade them, we can't just swap them, because they may not be equal value, and they're not equal things. So why are NFTs important? Well, because in theory and now in practice, there's many use cases for NFTs. So for example, the easy way to think about this is take like Pokemon or Pokemon, or trading cards, or digital art. This stuff is actually happening on the blockchain, and you may have noticed like a guy like Beeple, I think it was like $60 million for his digital art. I mean, that's a lot of money. Now, in my opinion, this is a little bit of a hype craze. I don't know if I'd want to pay, but you know what? It wasn't me that bought it, and that's somebody else's prerogative. But besides all this stuff, trading cards, you can have a unique trading card, it's yours, and it can be verified, and it can be sold or traded, and it can be recorded on a blockchain. But you also have other use cases, say in finance. Just a quick example would be recently UniSwap, the largest decentralized exchange in all of the land. They are now going to be moving and introducing V3, their third version. And so, as you notice, they've had on their V2 that you can provide liquidity, meaning, well, what does liquidity means? Well, you go to the exchange, you want to buy or sell. Well, where do the tokens come from that you're going to buy and sell? Somebody has to provide liquidity, and the people that do provide liquidity, they're actually rewarded, in parts of the transaction fees. So, in the old days, you'd get these LP tokens, these liquidity tokens, provider pool tokens. You could use them, you could keep them, or you could stake them and get further rewards. But now in version 3, it's going to be what they're calling dynamic liquidity. Means you get to actually choose at which price ranges, if you want to provide liquidity, what price ranges you want to provide them at. And now that's where NFTs come into play. Because if I want to provide liquidity, say at one price range, but not at others, and you want to provide liquidity up here, but not at the price range that I wanted to, then our liquidity pool tokens are actually non-fungible. They are different things. And so this is just a use case for, say, NFTs in finance. And there's many, many more. But let's get back to the heart of the matter. NFTs, what do I think of them? Well, I think that they're definitely one of the major narratives of the crypto bull run cycle here in 2021. They're not going away. It doesn't seem, and it seems like, everything's in a hype cycle, everything's in a hype bubble, but NFTs for sure. Now, it's not necessarily my thing per se, but I can understand that this could have value to some other folks. So, and it is, and it does. So it's something I look at. Now so how do you get involved? Well, you could try and, go buy these, these little trading cards. You could, provide liquidity, or you could do things like this. Or you could look for the platforms that are, say, hosting or harboring these. And so you can look at things like Chili's, not where you get your baby back ribs, No, I'm talking about Chili's in the NFT space. You have other platforms like Ecomi, right? OMI. Now there's others that are up and coming, maybe like OVR. Or the other day, and I just want to bring this up because I've been looking for some smaller cap, opportunities, some of these low cap gems. Now, just at a brief glance, again, this is not financial advice. Do your own research. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just, some guy driving in a car, singing about NFTs. But I was on, what I've been trying to find is opportunities that are not only NFT, but that they're micro cap, meaning that they have maybe a huge potential if they do turn into something. And that's, good for gains. But also I want to see, where are they listed other than UniSwap? Because as y'all know, UniSwap, ERC20, very, very, very expensive to get in and out, if you're dealing in, smaller amounts. So maybe it's not quite worth it. Although maybe it is, right? If you're going to get a 10X, what do you care about spending $50 to get in and $50 to get out? Even if you only put in $100, right? You lose half up front. Even a 10X on 50 is 500. You cash out, you still made yourself, what's that, like, several $100, right? I mean, anyways, but I came across this the other day, Blind Boxes. It's ticker BLES. Now, caught my eye because it was on, not only on, I think UniSwap, but it was also, I can't remember what I don't even, it was probably on UniSwap, but I don't remember because I was looking at it on the Binance Smart Chain. And, but I think it was also on maybe Bilaxi and others. You'd have to go look it up. You can go to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, take a look. But the point being is, it was a small market cap. I went to their site, looked pretty, pretty interesting, pretty cool. I guess, you open up these boxes and, in some of the boxes, you'll get some of these rare, NFTs that then you could trade. But then you also have platforms like Rari or OpenSea. And these are major platforms which are kind of like these marketplaces where you can go buy and sell, these what do you want to call them? These NFT cool things. Anyways, it's not necessarily my thing right now, but I think it's pretty cool. Maybe I'll check it out. Then you got Pokemon, which you buy, I guess the Pokemon, this is how I think you buy the Pokemon token, maybe right today it's like $40. You get like 3 of these boxes, you open it up, and inside you could have, a rare gem that maybe, I guess you could sell. If you're lucky, maybe you'll get several thousands of dollars if you can sell these. Anyways, maybe like a lottery ticket at this point. But listen, the artwork is cool. I like the vibe. Even watching mainstream, CNBC the other day, they had Paris Hilton of all people. Paris Hilton, come on, y'all know Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton talking about NFTs and what she's looking to do with NFTs. She's going to drop them, and it was, it's funny when you hear, I mean, if you're in crypto, like me and, others, we've been, what Ethereum is, you understand, this craze, but if you're not, then you don't really understand it. And then, so some of these people, like, they're just surprised, like, that Paris Hilton is into this and all that. But, I mean, I don't know, it didn't surprise me, but, a lot of these artists, and I'm seeing, like, Julian, Edelman. Oh, yeah, Edelman. He's got, we're looking at football players getting into this craze. We're getting into, there's a lot. But that's what NFTs are. They're non-fungible tokens. Think of them as, just like I said, not just as baseball cards or as Pokemon, but they could also be used, for deeper implications, say in finance, like liquidity pools, and the like. So, then you've got platforms, like we mentioned, like Chili's, Omi, maybe Blind Box. Then you've got others. I didn't even mention Super Farm, Ilio Trades. That's there's a lot coming out, and this space is just getting started. So anyways, share in the comments some of the things that you've been thinking about the space. What should we be looking at? Where are these gems that we could find? And let me know. And in that just think of playing a video game and buying like a skin or an in-game purchase, and then you actually own it and you can actually trade it, or it can appreciate in value. Anyways, stay tuned, guys. Peace.